got it, man. Why are you acting like that?
Quit recording me. Like, don't be recording me like you gonna put me out on blogs or some shit. Don't fucking record me. Don't. So record this, okay? Since you never.
You gonna tap my? No, chill out.
Don't play. No, don't play with me.
Don't make things worse.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
And split it 50-50 like it's supposed to be.
We just split the $150,000 50-50. What? Why are you messing our shit up? Don't do that. Stop, Mel. Man, don't do this shit.
Today I'm going.
Don't.
Quit acting innocent.
No.
Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm your girl, Chris.
And I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
And we are
Black Press.
If this is your first time watching, please remember to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Hit the bell for notifications for all future episodes. What we got today?
All right, so coming up today, there is a trigger warning because it's gonna be a lot going on in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a victim or you've been a part of DV, please be aware. All right, so moving on. We have Shay Johnson. She just found out she's pregnant by her baby's dad.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
What, you ain't gonna give her no congratulations? That's what you normally do?
I don't think she want to congratulations. And let's see why.
Everything about him was a negative, was a zero. You deserve better. You may not like what I'm saying here, but it's good he's not here right now. You need the space. Jaya needs the space because she don't need to sit there and listen at mom and dad argue all day. I need support right now. What? I'm pregnant. That's a shame. What the heck you do that for? I don't even know what to say. My God! Well, I can tell you this. You helping me make my decision because... Dog! I've been thinking about an abortion. Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because... Why you do that? Why I do what? Get pregnant by him again. What the hell you so mad for? You having another baby that's more hell coming from him. I didn't tell you to get this reaction. Well, I don't know what reaction you thought I was going to have. What is it, a boy or a girl? I don't know. Who cares? It doesn't matter. So don't even get too comfortable with this situation because it's a situation I do not want.
That's deep.
Ooh, that's
deep.
That's quite a way to start off a show.
It's deep.
That was getting dark real quick.
Mm-hmm. And she far along to be still thinking about
Really?
deletion. Yeah. You ain't see her belly?
No.
Ooh, look at that. Tell you. But I don't.
No.
Oh, that's a big bump. That's about.
But the baby that's in her mama's arms ain't that old, so that could still be pregnancy away from the first child.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Big stomach.
Mm-hmm. Who is this dude though? You know who that is?
He's there. There stars on Love and Hip Hop. So Love and Hip Hop just premiered. So
of course,
no, but they just premiered, and they come with the drama and the tea.
Mm-hmm.
So they already have like a toxic relationship. And she comes up pregnant again. So.
And that's the first. I mean, that's her option. That's what. I mean, for us, that's what my body, my choice really is. Just my choice to do what I want and use that as the final form of birth control. I mean, that's the world we live in now.
I think it's they use it more than birth control. They use that as the choice, like you said.
Yeah, it's a choice. and so
And they'll be all.
yeah. And then it's funny though, because I mean, and I'm looking at it like, okay, this is 2 black women, a mother, actually 3 black women, because you got the baby, and you got the daughter, and then you got the older mother, and you can see that there's a path, of communication and the way they communicate, because I don't think people realize it is. So it starts off with y'all talking about how they're in a toxic relationship. Your mother saying how horrible he is. He ain't worth nothing. And then she's saying that they're always arguing.
Yeah.
So she's always in a bickering and argument relationship with him. And then you see her mother talking to her daughter that way when her daughter needs some consolement. All you're giving her is heat. And wonder why the relationship that she's in, all that she's giving him is heat. Probably.
It's the same.
So it's a cycle. So it's almost pretty much that little baby girl is doomed to repeat the cycle the way they going.
Yeah. Gotta work on breaking that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why we bring a lot of this stuff to light, so that, because sometimes you can be going through it and you can see it, but you don't see it until somebody brings it to your attention.
So what do you think about the way the mother reacted?
So the mom, her and the baby's dad doesn't get along like at all.
Yeah.
The way she reacted, I do think she could have been a lot more consoling to her daughter, but sometimes, sometimes you're at your wit's end and you see somebody that you love keep making, like, call it for what it is, stupid decisions.
Yeah.
And they keep doing it. You're like, come on, wake up. Like, what?
Right.
Like, what is? Sometimes you want to shake them.
Yeah.
And get them to understand.
But what gets me the worst part is so many people, and especially, and I'm gonna say, our women always say it's not about what you say, but how you say it.
Yeah, that's
right.
True.
But if that's the case, then we should be that way. We should expect that from everybody and not just from certain people.
Yeah.
It's like the people that we don't want to hear from, we're worried about how they say it. But the people that we do want to hear from, it's okay to receive it from that way. But if it's not something I want to hear, it's all about how you say
it. It depends. Like, some people could be at their wit's end. Like, how many times have you, like, say you have, like, a sister, and she keeps coming and crying to you. Like, this guy, he's so toxic. We're always arguing, we're always fighting.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, she come up pregnant.
You mean if I have a sister, or if I'm a girl with a sister? Because if I'm a woman, woman with a sister, I can say it a certain way. But if I'm a man with a sister, I have to say it a different way.
You think that's true?
Because you just said it's at the wit's end. So there's some point in there where you're saying that it's justified.
So you think a man's delivery would be different if they have a sister or like a female relative, and they come to them and they're like, oh, this and that, and then next thing you know, they pop up pregnant. Like, how would a man handle that?
If for me, I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna do it the smart way, because I know that me getting on her and making her feel even worse about the situation is not gonna help. Even if I'm at my wit's end, especially when it comes to my sisters, I'm gonna make sure that I'm there to support them. For one, is because they needed support. For two, I know that if I say anything negative, they're going to turn away from it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, when you know that people are not going to receive it, there ain't no point even saying it.
Yeah.
I know my sister. A lot of people, that's why a lot of people I don't even give advice to. Because I'm not going to give you any advice knowing you're not going to be able to receive it. So why would I waste my breath? Because then it brings me, like, her mother's at her wit's end. This is why her mother's at her wit's end. Her mother's at her wit's end because she keeps trying to force her daughter to do it the way she thinks she should do it. We want other people to do it the way we think they should do it. And we get upset because they're not doing it. And then it changes how we start to present the information because we're at our wit's end. But in actuality, you got to recognize that they're going to live their life the way they want to.
Yeah, that's true.
So being upset about how they're living their life it's just causing you more pain than it is them. Or even it's causing both of y'all pain. The better way to do it, and it's not, a lot of people will say it's not the right way, but sometimes you just got to be hands off. If you make your decisions that way, you make your decisions that way.
To what point, though?
Exactly.
Because you see them and they're struggling, and you as a female, you always want to like reach out and help them, regardless of if they take that help, and whenever you give them advice and like it gets thrown to the side, at least you're reaching out and giving them that.
Yeah, but it's not the advice that they want. So now you're causing more strife between your relationship because you keep trying to give them advice that they don't want to receive.
So you support them in a bad decision? That's kind of hard.
And that's the thing. You can't. That's why I said sometimes you just got to take your hands off. But here's the thing. The opposite side is the problem of the people that's not willing to receive the advice are also wanting to consistently receive the help. Yeah. That's the problem with us as well. Because if you don't want my advice, don't accept my help. But the problem is we only want, give me what I want from you. Don't give me what I don't want. And I don't care which one you think is good for me. Just give me what I want.
So when they come back to you, you would tell them, like you push them away, or you tell them you can't help them. Like what response would you give them?
Yeah, I would be, because if you tell them why, it's not going to matter. They're just going to resent you even more. Just be like, I really can't right now. I have too much on my plate.
Okay. Because there's people that's watching and they're going through like similar things. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they want to know how the best ways to handle that situation.
So, and then you think about it, sometimes we will get in the way of what God is trying to do in their life.
That's true.
By helping them.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you what I believe I need to tell you, I'm obligated to tell you as a parent, a friend, a brother, or a sister, and you're not receiving it, I have to let you walk your path so that God can let you learn your lesson. But if I keep jumping in to help you, then I'm impeding your progress.
Because you could delay somebody's blessing by doing that.
Or their breakthrough.
That's true.
Because sometimes God has to bring some people all the way down before they can go, oh, okay, now I know how I need to move.
That's true.
So, yeah, but I hope that everything works out for Shay Johnson. I really don't. I mean, ain't no point in the world is killing us enough, honestly. Ain't no point of us taking each other out or taking our own out. But at the same time,
we wish the best for their family.
We also need to just stop making bad decisions. And it goes back to the last thing we were saying, like, that when you're in a relationship that you see doesn't work, why keep pushing more into that cart that just makes the cart heavier?
You know what? That's true. Now, speaking of relationships, we're going to slide into another relationship. Okay, so another reality star couple, Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, that's that show you always like to watch.
I love that show. Not for the drama, but I always watch these shows because I think I'm going to learn something on there, but it ended up being like addictive drama. And it's just like, but it's good to watch it and see how people's dynamic are. But
is it though? Is it though?
Yeah, because you see that these reality stars, they're regular people.
Yeah, but you are, you know how it says we are what we eat.
That's true.
It also, if you change the word eat to a different word, you consume. We are what we consume. So eventually what you're consuming, you start to become. Because if music can, okay, because we go back to music, right? So music was actually designed to put you in a certain mood, especially when you talk about praise and worship. I used to not want to even go to, like, when I was a teenager, I didn't go to praise and worship because I was like, I don't need that part. Just give me the message. But the praise and worship actually puts you in a emotional state and in a mental state that you are able to receive and hear from the word of God better. The same thing happens with regular music, and then all we did was change regular music that was on the radio into TV, television, and now we're consuming it with our ears and our eyes, where it actually starts to change how you think, because that's the way music was designed. When I'm sad, I play, some Adele, and it puts me in that mood of sad. It makes me get in touch with those emotions, that grief that I have. When I'm happy, I play some great song. I don't know, pick one. Anyway, if I'm angry, I play that certain type of, I bust the windows out your car.
Yeah.
Even if you're not angry, it brings you back to that relationship that had you angry.
That's true.
Music is changing your mindset, your feelings, your emotions, and the more you consume, the more likely you are to have that as your natural reaction. My bad. We're just gonna go.
No, you can. That's like that happy song. Anytime I hear that, it makes me happy.
I was thinking Miley Cyrus. What's that song? Put your hands up, playing my song. Because you realize, the only reason I was thinking of that, because what we were saying, it was like, you feel a certain way, but then your song comes on and it changes your entire mood.
That's true.
That's the impact that music has. That's why the impact is also so much greater on our youth, because that negative music and their young minds and their inability to separate the two keeps them in a certain type of mental state. And then you wonder why your teenage daughter is walking around with her headphones on, and every time you say something to her, she's got an attitude. But I digress. But love and marriage.
All right. So getting back on topic.
Yeah.
Love and marriage. So they have been. It's been a long time that they've been going through it, back and forth. So we haven't really seen actually behind the scenes, what actually goes on.
Yeah.
Because
all you see is him being the bad guy and her being the good guy.
Yeah, I don't agree. And we're gonna watch this video.
Yeah.
Of course, reserve your opinion, but just watch the video and we'll discuss.
Oh, no, I got it, man. Why are you acting like that?
Quit recording me. Don't be recording me like you gonna put me out on blogs or some shit. Don't fucking record me. Don't record this, okay? Since you never.
You gonna tear up my? No, chill out.
Don't play with me.
Don't make things worse.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
It's split 50-50 like it's supposed to be.
We just split the $150,000 50-50. What? Why are you messing our shit up? Stop, Mel. Man, don't do this shit.
Today I'm going.
Don't.
Quit acting innocent.
No, I'm saying don't do that.
Like you have not pushed.
No, do not. You go ruin this furniture.
And I can go. I don't care.
You gonna ruin the furniture. No.
Tear your phone. Call.
Do not put that on. Oh.
Call now. I'm not playing with you about my call.
Do not put that on.
That's sad.
What's sad about it?
Because it's a family that's broken up. Can you imagine if the kids were in the house and they hear and see all that? That's sad. And it's possible that he provoked her. See,
of course.
Men always have this way. No, men. No, but listen. Men do this. They provoke you to a point.
And then it makes it no longer your fault what you do to afterwards.
No, but listen.
Then you're always even talking about it.
But see, we gonna end up arguing in this one. I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time.
They provoke you to a point, and then it justifies all your actions.
You are responsible for your actions. You hold accountability for what you do.
Yeah.
Regardless of how the person provokes you, how they move you, you are in control of yourself.
Yeah.
But to have somebody provoke you and take you to that point doesn't make them any less bad because they're the one that can be calm after they done sparked the fire.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. That's true.
Just because they're able to be like plateau once they piss you off and get you to that point to where you're mad and upset, it doesn't mean that what they were doing is right.
So you know what the problem is, though?
And what's that?
That's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
Because there has to, if he did something to provoke her, she did something to provoke him to provoke her, which was provoking to him, which was provoking to her, and it was and then that's what we saw was the end of it, but it's okay. He took her off the account. What did she do to make him
money? They probably had, most likely they have a joint account, and he took all the money out. So she didn't have access.
So
to
what caused him to do that? Because if anything was provoked by him to make her do what she did, there was something that she did that provoked him to do what he did, and even there's always going to be a cycle. So anything about if we in a discussion and you go and you scoff at me, and I feel like I'm trying to talk to you about something, you just provoked me to be angry because you scoffed at me, but I provoked you to scoff because I was talking and you didn't want to hear it. So it's a never-ending cycle.
It is.
Because we refuse to actually respect one another enough to try to come to ways we can get to conclusions without just being in our feelings. Like, it's
hard not to, though. Like, if you're speaking to somebody and it's like talking to a brick wall.
Right.
It's going to get you to that point.
Right. But then who's to say the brick wall didn't have a reason to become a brick wall? Because let's use the brick wall analogy, right? We're talking to somebody who become a big brick wall. A brick wall is very strong, right? Because it's made of bricks, obviously, and then it has all that cement. But what's it called? It's got the cement, concrete. Yeah. No, it's got, I forgot, mortar, I think, or something. But in between each brick, right? Someone put each brick in each spot and put that grout or the concrete in between each brick. And they had to do that over and over and over and over and over to where they look all different and they're lined up in opposite ways, and that was all intentional. So there was literally something and a bunch of somethings that was intentionally done to build that brick wall, and all of those were actions done by someone. So the brick wall didn't just get there by itself. But we act like we're mad at the brick wall for being there, but not actually paying attention to the other things that led to the brick wall.
Yeah, that's why I say accountability. You have to be accountable for your actions. You can only control. I think the problem is yourself. It's just reaching that point. Like, what do you do when you're in that headspace where there's nothing nobody can say to you?
Know what I think the problem is, though? We don't. It's the same where we always come up to empathy. We don't actually care. I don't care what brought you to the point that you're at. I only care that you're pissing me off. So
no, but once when you piss me off, but when you sit and you try to talk with a person, and it takes empathy. Is something that's expressed like from within. If you're talking to somebody and you're like, okay, let me try to fix this and try to figure it out, but they're still going and going.
Okay, but how are you talking to them? Are you talking to them with your intention of fixing it so that they understand what you're saying, or your intention of understanding what they're saying so that we can come to an understanding of what each other feels? Oftentimes, we're only trying to get the other person to understand how we feel.
I don't see that.
Well, how is that the case? Because at some point, each of us feels something, right?
But if you're trying to understand the other person's feelings,
but then are you trying to understand their feelings and then get them to change their feelings? Or are you trying to actually be receptive and understand their feelings?
No, just be receptive and understanding. Like, let me know how you feeling. Tell me where you're coming from. Like, be upfront with me.
And then if you disagree with how I feel, then what?
I just say whatever.
Exactly. And now I'm pissed off because you said whatever. right?
Because if you
So
keep, if
guess
you
how
keep
does that how would that make me feel if you say whatever though?
Of course, it's gonna make you. Y'all gonna feel the same way.
So
Then
guess
y'all gonna be in the
what?
same playing field,
Right. And because you know why? And the reason we say whatever is because I don't agree with how you feel. Now I no longer care about how you feel.
No,
We still don't have empathy.
when I reach to the point and I be like, all right, whatever.
What does
That's
that mean?
because
What does it mean when you say
what
whatever?
it mean.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Exactly.
Bye.
I
I'm
no
done with the
longer
situation.
care about how you feel. I'm just not going to have this conversation anymore. That's what happens.
Because if
And
you,
that's
if
a-
you if
guess
you
what that
if you're
is?
sitting,
That's a brick.
if you're sitting
Every time you say whatever, that's another brick.
if you're sitting and you're constantly trying to work the situation,
Yes.
figure out what's going on, come up with a solution or a compromise,
Mhm.
and that person is just staying on what they feel,
Right.
and
That's
not-
what I'm
and
saying.
and not resisting or not moving
Mhm.
or having like some form of like resistance. They just want to stay on their point without being open and receptive to the other person. That's where it causes friction.
Right. And then this is the problem with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
When we have friction, not me and you, but if we have friction in a thing, in a situation, at some point, somebody has to be willing to fall on the sword and let the other person win.
See,
If
it's,
not-
it's
Okay.
always about a win. Like,
so pick a different word then.
okay, no,
if
but saying like, all right, you win. All right, say we.
No, you don't have to
say.
say you win. That's the problem. we want to say, oh, I'm falling on the sword by saying, okay, you win. That doesn't help the situation because you're still telling them that you don't care how they feel. You're just letting them win.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, it's got to be like, okay, we can do it your way.
And that's the same. That's the same as saying,
If you think it's that way, then why not just
have
say
it your way?
Why not have it your way?
Like Burger King.
See, have it your way. Is have it your way the same thing as saying, okay, we can do it your way? It's not. And
It's
we
not-
think
you don't think so.
we don't. No, I don't think so.
Like have it your way.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't believe that's the same thing as okay, we can do it your way. Because if I say okay, we can do it your way, that means I'm participating in it going your way in this moment. If I say have it your way, I'm letting you go off and do what you want.
No.
What does it mean then?
If you say, all right, have it your way, then it's just gonna go and proceed.
So
as
you
you
agree? You
choose.
believe that that's equal to saying we will do it your way?
I understand where you're inputting we in place of have it your way, but
You don't care that you don't care about that difference.
it's a
And if you don't care about the
identify
difference,
it.
then wwhy not just do it that way? It's
Do it
because
what
we
way?
do understand the difference and we don't want to do it that way. Because if you understood, see, if you understood what I was saying and if you don't believe there's any difference, then it would not matter to you if you said it that way.
What if I just say I digress?
Then that's still saying that. See, what's the actual goal?
You want to put the we in
no,
it.
it's
So I said,
the
let's-
idea is what's the actual goal.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So is the goal of us getting to a conclusion where we no longer have to argue or discuss this anymore,
Mhm.
or is the goal for I don't know what's the other goal? Because
Mhm.
only if it's not that goal, then you'll do it in a way that you are cool with because you're not trying to get to the resolution anyway. If you're trying to get to the resolution and you know that the only way you can get there is to turn left on this street and then turn right on the next street, then you can only go that direction. If that's a one in and out road, if that's the only path and you take any path but that, then are you really trying to get to that solution? Yeah, that's also.
I thought you was gonna say that.
I know, because you know that I don't like that, but you do it because
No,
you know
I
that
don't
that's
because that's part of my vernacular. So if I say I reckon, then
Right, but that's also a choice.
What?
It's a choice. Everything that we do and say is a choice. And if we choose to do something that we know someone else doesn't like, we're choosing.
No, because
Okay.
that's like changing yourself just to
Yes.
so
Yes,
you would
that's
change
what
yourself.
that's
just to
what a,
appease.
that's what a marriage and a relationship is.
But if you can't accept me for who I am, then what?
So that's okay. That's a great point though, because if
Like you knew prior to getting here,
yeah,
what I was like, right?
right,
And
you knew what
it
I was
fancied
like,
you, but exactly.
right. So if that's the case, then why not just get married and stay the same? That way, whatever y'all don't like about you,
I understand growth. I understand character
I
growth.
never said
but
anything wrong.
no, but I'm saying, but to try to change like a way someone speaks or talks, or I don't like that word, or I don't like how you said that,
Mhm.
or I understand like different things.
So are you saying that it's not okay to make adjustments to how you communicate to someone because you know it offends them?
No, that's fine.
What's the
Ma-
difference? And what's the difference in the two that we just said then?
It's because it's the word.
Right.
Like if I use certain words,
Make adjustments to what you say. That's what I said.
Okay, so you said making an adjustments to what you say.
Yes.
All right, remember that because I'm gonna bring it up to something else,
Okay.
and then you have to remember, right?
Yeah.
All right. So us Caribbean people, we don't say buddy,
Okay.
right?
But is that an offensive thing?
Yes, it is very
Why?
because buddy is something else.
But no. Buddy
Yeah.
is what? What is buddy is what?
It's the genitalia.
Okay. Why
it's
is it
referred
called?
to as your genitalia.
But is it called? Is it an actual medical term?
No, it's not.
So then that's a way that you change that word.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's
you change the medical
so-
term into
so-
something else.
But see, putting it in that way and
Yes.
saying like, "Oh, it's not a medical term, so you shouldn't use it this way." No,
Right.
this is part of a language. This is someone's culture.
So that'd be the same thing as saying, okay, everybody should just walk around calling each other nigga.
it's part of their culture. If that's what they like to do, then hey,
Right. But if they like to do it and they say it in front of you, and you don't like it, does it offend you?
you can remove yourself from the situation. You don't have to stay there.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah.
So you saying I should remove myself from the situation because you like to say, what is it?
I reckon.
I reckon.
So you want me to like not say that?
No, you already know that.
I just want to.
You
No,
already-
I don't. I actually don't. I don't know. You felt like offensive to that.
I've told you that before. Get out of here. Don't try to flex for them.
No,
I've told you that before.
You said it before, but you ain't say like. We never had the conversation to be like, "Hey, that's a word that I don't really care for that word. Can you please stop saying it? It's kind of offensive to me." And maybe I'll take in consideration. Okay, maybe I won't say it to you
Okay.
or around you, or maybe something to that nature. But just to
Okay.
be like, I don't like when you say that word. It's like trying to change somebody. I think.
Okay. But see that but then okay. Take it okay. So take what you like to say, which is how come I
I reckon.
right?
Mhm. But it's
when
country,
you
it's country
but here's-
language.
but-
all these country
okay.
languages.
but if I'm gonna take it to somewhere where you would be offended. When you say I reckon,
Mm.
I receive that as you saying you don't agree, but you choose not to talk about it anymore.
That's how you feel with
No,
that word.
that's how I interpret that you saying that. But if I walked up, if we was out somewhere, and I was like, "Yeah, let me introduce my bitch," we rock hard. That's
Oh,
a
snap.
word.
You
That's a
trying to-
term. That's a term that men use
Mhm.
as a term of endearment for a woman.
I mean, if that was a word that you use, we wouldn't even reach far because it would be done.
Yeah, but what if you didn't know I used that word like that? And then I started saying it.
Like I've been saying that word though. That is my thing. It's not nothing new.
Then I've
or
always
nothing
told
new
you I
under
didn't
the
like
sun.
it.
So you really don't like that word. So
I
you
just
have to have
told you
all
how
these
I
different
translate
scenarios.
it. The same way, because listen, because some men can call their women that, and
This one.
those women are not offended because they're okay with it. But some women are offended by it.
Yeah.
Some men might not be offended by you saying "I reckon,"
It's a
and
co-
some
you
women
should be
and
okay
some
with
men.
that's country slang. Like how like
Yes,
they don't
but
say that in,
it's also the way you use it. You use
What?
it in moments where you don't agree, but you choose not to continue to talk about it.
I learned that from y'all, these country people, right? Country people use it all the time. I reckon.
But you can choose
I reckon this, I
not
reckon
to
that.
say it. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that's the prime example of what, like, how we communicate and whether or not we choose to say things or to omit words
Mhm.
that we know that the partner that we have are not do not like. But it's still about choice, whether or not we care enough about how that person feels about it. And then as every time we realize that person don't care, that's
Mhm.
another brick. It's a
Yeah.
little bit. It is mortar, brick and mortar.
Mhm.
It's a little bit more mortar, and then you get that 50-year marriage where they were never happy together.
Yeah. But it's crazy because even if I don't say I reckon,
We got
it's
Will
gonna,
and Jada. We
it's gonna
ride
be-
together. We die together.
it's gonna replace
Bad
with
marriage for life.
be replaced with something else.
But that's because it's a choosing of not to agree or come to an agreement.
I gotta come up with a new word.
To disagree with me.
No, it's just in general. Like, my God.
No.
My God.
Huh. Oh, what's the next thing? Oh, what do you think? Look,
Right.
that was pretty.
We went far. We went far. I
deep.
apologize.
That was deep.
We went far because sometimes, your boy misses
Sometimes
the
we be working
fine.
stuff
I just
out
wanna-
in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah. What's up next though? What do y'all think? Does it justify? Does it justify actions because somebody else's actions? And when is are those actions justified? And I'll take it even further. Are they justified only if it's a woman doing the actions? Because I wanted to find it, and I was looking through IG because it was one video that I wanted to throw in with this, and I could not find it. And I thought I had sent it or saved it, and I didn't. It was the one where the kid is popping. It's a kid, I say, is a young man, black man, popping like 4 sodas because his girlfriend is ignoring him.
Oh, I
and she's
saw
like,
that.
"Why you popping all
That
the
was
sodas?"
annoying.
And then but what did she do? She was pissed off that he was doing it. She walked up and smacked him with a broom.
Yeah, she did. She hit him.
And then he was like, "You just gonna hit me with a broom?" It hurt too. He was like, "Ah," and he got up and walked away. Is that justified?
He held his composure.
What's that?
Even though
Why
she-
you? Okay, you pointed out the good thing that he did, but I'm asking you: is it justified what she did? He's
No.
wasting her soda, her food stamp sodas, because she said food stamp, her food stamp
She told him to
sodas,
put him back in the
and she
fridge.
hit him with the broom.
No, there's no justifiable.
Exactly, but a lot of times, and it happens a lot, and we only talk about the physically abusive or emotionally or traumatically abusive men, but we always seem to ignore that there are some crazy women out there.
There are. Now, bringing that into perspective, we're gonna move over into a more serious issue because The reason that we
We
bring
just stepping it up one level at a time.
yeah, because the reason that we bring the previous what we were discussing is because it gets to these point where it gets toxic. And when it
Mhm.
gets toxic, it gets bad. And y'all be arguing, there's
Yeah.
kids around and stuff. In this Black community, when things go bad, it gets worse.
Yeah.
Especially when police are involved
Mm-hmm.
or someone steps in and tries to split people up.
Mm-hmm.
Black people have a lot of them have like weights on their heart.
Or bricks.
Bricks in front of them, weights on their heart. So like when they get angry, it's like a deeper angry.
Yeah.
So there was that one comedian, I think his name is Wayne. He's on the Shay
Club Shay, yeah.
Club Shay. He was saying that he was saying that his mom, whenever she was broke and she was brokenhearted.
Mm-hmm.
That's two things that a lot of Black people go through.
Yeah.
Right? Now putting that into perspective, this next video we're gonna show you, it is it's a trigger warning. So just bear with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Hey, come out. Yeah, I'm gonna stay up here because it's my
Go. Give me a taser. Hold on.
What is your emergency?
Yes, hello. I need the police here. This man, he won't get out of my house now. And I already told him to get out of my house a thousand fucking times.
Stop yelling. So who is he to you?
His name is...
Leave
me alone.
Ma'am, my question is, who is he to you?
Huh?
My question is, who is he to you?
Well, that's up.
Hello?
Get your ass the fuck off of me now. He's touching me.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, damn. Yeah, I need the police here right now. No, because he won't get his hands off of me. And I already told him 1,000 times.
Ma'am.
Get his fucking hands off me.
Ma'am, walk away so I can talk to you.
Don't do that.
Telling me that don't worry, your mamas will be okay. They told me that they didn't tell me just pray for my mom. They didn't tell me none of that. And I was just not praying. I just thought that I could trust them. And it was just the goodest thing. I miss my mom so much. I just want to bring me.
I have to live daily with them, asking for their mother, just trying to keep her memory alive. Because it's so unfair to these young babies that they don't get to live with their mother anymore. She's been stolen, murdered, and just a space is just so void in my life now. And I can't get her back, and I just want justice. Thank you.
You pick the videos no more. You just went dark and darker.
Because we have to show these things that's going on in our community.
Oh, we know what's going on.
Yeah. In situations like this, she said that it escalates so high that you don't even like realize the situation was going on. She said that he hit the little girl, and she was already at her point where like, I'm done. You hit my daughter, you about to catch
She
it.
should have stabbed him before they got there. Then.
She should have. She
Like, what you open up the door for? Stab them before they get there. That way you can put the knife down and just go get arrested.
Yeah.
Like, why go through all that just
Especially
to
being
wait
black.
till they get there to try to stab him?
Because you can only do that when you're of different nationality and race.
I don't get it. No.
Yeah.
Why
Because
why wait till they get there to try to do it? If you're gonna try to do it, why wait till they get there?
Yeah, that's true.
Why open the door and then talk to them, tell them what you're going to do, and then try to do it, what do you expect is going to happen?
Because she called the police and she
But
thought
it doesn't matter if you call the police and then be the aggressor.
But
You don't
I'm
call the
saying-
police, open up the door, and then be the aggressor.
She didn't get it. I'm pretty sure she didn't understand it in that point because she was already when you get
That's the
to
problem.
this point you don't really understand. She thought because since she called the police they were gonna have her back, so she opened up the door like here's my backup. Oh, you want to hit my daughter? I'm coming for you, and they coming for me. They coming for you too. But what she didn't realize is police come to what's that word they use? It's like they come to de-escalate the situation, right?
They're
So
supposed to.
they're supposed to. So if you have a knife in your hand and you threatening to kill somebody,
Yeah.
or harm somebody,
Yeah.
you're gonna be the one that's getting de-escalated,
Mhm.
not the guy that's probably sitting on his couch, or he probably hit the girl, but nobody saw that.
Mhm.
He most likely didn't have a weapon, but she did.
Yeah.
So you're not good. They're not gonna get him.
Mhm.
You're gonna be the target.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, we have to recognize when it's a place and it's a time and place for everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? We have to make sure that we're accountable for ourselves and our own actions. No, he wouldn't leave and get out of there, but she could have still took the kids and went in the room, locked the door, and stayed in there.
She should, when she opened up the door, her and her daughter should have walked out the house.
That too. So the police could get him.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. We sometimes, a lot of times, and I'm gonna call it what it is. We say, and it's actually right. A lot of men lack emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
But I've said it before. A lot of women lack emotional intelligence as well. And
When it
emotional
gets to that
intelligence is how to is understand intelligence, understanding how you need to act even when you're emotionally angry. That's those two things put together. I am angry. That's the emotion. Intelligence is how do I act when I'm angry.
Yeah.
We don't practice knowing how and practice doing the actual action of restraining ourselves when we're angry.
Because we don't get that growing up in the house.
We don't have, I know, and
Yeah.
because we don't get that, because we don't either we don't see it or the parents don't actually enforce it. So we never actually get that. That's a lot. Remember, I told you before, when it comes to men, a young man with a father in the house has to practice emotional intelligence, or he might get knocked out. Not so much for young women. They don't have, like, a sister can hit her brother and have little to no consequence about it. But if a brother hit a sister, you don't hit girls. Right?
Or you just tell both of them keep their hands to
But then he just learned to, okay, once he gets old enough and big enough to not hit a girl or to be able to beat his mama, what his mama gonna do to him? She can hit him, but it ain't gonna hurt. But I don't know, like, there's not a lot of practice or training of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
In our community, on either side, men or women.
And it's hard because
I've seen women with master's degrees act the fool when they get angry.
Look at them. Look at all these reality stars.
Mm-hmm.
We see
they
how-
educated.
Yeah, they're teachers. They were teachers before they were reality stars. They were teachers.
But the emotional intelligence, it's like understanding what the consequences of my actions are and choosing not to do the action because I know there are consequences.
Yeah.
Regardless of how angry I am.
Mm-hmm. So that's something that
And that'll drive you crazy too. Even having emotional intelligence can drive you crazy because now I have to internalize all the anger that I have and not cause any harm to anyone else or anything else. And now I'm driving myself crazy because
you have to have some type of outlet. That's
Yeah.
why even in they say, and I don't mean to get biblical with y'all, but hey, here it goes. But when they say your cup runneth over,
Yeah.
you have a cup because you can fill it with different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a cup, you can fill it with liquids, you can fill it, you filling it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be able to take that cup and pour it into something else
Yeah.
and recharge yourself.
Yeah.
There's things that you can put in there for your health to re-energize. There's things to make you better in life, but you have to be able to recharge and
Yeah.
empty your bucket or your cup.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it
Gotta figure it out.
Do that in prayer or better
Counseling.
Just got to be able to pour that stuff out.
That's what a lot of people need, and that's the major. Honestly, that's the major reason why a lot of people need counseling is because, like, it's a lot to just dealing with life.
They think it's too expensive,
It's a lot.
or the stigma behind it.
Yeah.
But there's other things, like, I want to give people, like, tools, like, if you don't want to do therapy or counseling or you don't think that's for you, find something else, like gardening.
Yeah.
Like me, myself,
Weight
I like
training,
to,
fishing.
I like to
Bowling.
ground myself.
Right.
So I lay a blanket out outside, I'll lay down, and I'll just let the sun hit my body and then just, like, recharge.
Yeah. Oh,
So
what you
you-
Superman? That the sun. Superman is the yellow rays is charging you up.
Yeah.
Look at her.
But you gotta find something though.
Yeah. But then, even then, though, you have to still have that emotional intelligence in situations like that. Because you can't just lay out a blanket in the middle of the night and lay under the sun. You got to be able to act with emotional intelligence at that specific moment as well. And that's
Yeah.
a big part, too.
Condolences to her family. I understand, like, being in that headspace and
That's like
what
the
she was
mother.
thinking. 'Cause I like,
That's
when I get mad, I be ready to.
That's like that mother. That's like the mother that went to go bang
The
on that
boy.
lady's door
Mm-hmm.
because she had her kids
Oh,
ball or
yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and that mother lost her life.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta realize we ain't big. It don't matter. Why we always want to think just because I'm mad that somebody need to look out. Yo mad don't stop no bullets.
Yeah, it's adrenaline though. You just get that.
No, that's a
pumping.
lack of emotional
No, but
intelligence.
I'm
Because
just
that
saying.
means I think my anger is so powerful that I can stop a bullet because I'm not having enough emotional intelligence to know that even though I'm angry, I'm not bulletproof.
Yeah.
And I can't do certain things because those things will have consequences.
Some people get to the
There's
point
a lot
to
of
where
people
they
in
don't
prison
care.
right now because they ain't got no emotional intelligence.
It gets to the point where they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if it's their life, hey,
That's a lack
Life
of emotional intelligence too. To get to the point where you don't care means you stop caring about the consequences. You still know they're there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know we have to do better though.
All of them, we gotta do better. Goodness, good. I mean, talk about a depressing episode. If I might
I'm
need
sorry.
counseling after this episode, my
I'm
goodness.
sorry. We don't pay for your
Dark.
therapy sessions, but I gave y'all tools, so
Hit us up.
utilize those.
Hit us with an email or send in a message. We got we do have friends that are counselors, so
Yes.
let us know. We'll point you in the right direction. We actually got a friend that from church. She just started up a actual online site for therapy.
Mhm.
So hit us up. We are
Yeah.
blackpress@gmail.com, and we will point you in the right direction.
Mhm.
Anything else you want to depress people with?
No.
No. Okay.
Love and lights and good vibes.
Yes.
Your girl Trish.
Let us know what you think about all of this. Without further ado, I'm your boy, Mr. Define. Please like, comment, share, and
subscribe.
hit the bell for notifications for all future episodes. I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
I'm your girl Trish.
We are Black Press.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.